Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. Got my 5 favorite plays for you in this video. We're building out a 3-man, we're building out a 2-man. But first up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. Takes you 2 seconds, completely free. In today's video, we're going to go into some MLB picks, some NHL picks because we got game 2, and some esports picks because that is what we do on this channel the best. But first up, drop a like. If we get 25 likes, I'm doing 1 bonus pick. 50 likes equals 2, 75 likes equals 3. You guys know the drill. 100 likes equals free VIP for one of you guys watching this video. So if everybody watching this just hit that like button, you guys would get free VIP. That's all I'm going to say. Now, let's talk about what happened yesterday. This is one thing, by the way, you will always see me doing that you will not see a lot of other YouTubers doing. Twitter, Instagram, wherever people are posting, they don't recap their wins and their losses. They definitely don't show it like this with true math. Well, it's funny. I forgot to type in how many units we won right here, but we can do it real quick. If we sent out 7 slips and one of them DNP'd, that means we went down 6 units. We went up 9 and 8.5 units. So that's 17.5 minus 6. That means we went up 11.5. Whoops. That means we went up 11.5 units today on the VIP, guys. And this is just taking my PrizePicks plays. What I do is I send out links and images to all my PrizePicks stuff to everybody in the VIP. And it's really easy. All you gotta do is click the link and tail the pick. It is literally that simple. We also cashed out our best bet, which was Knicks Spurs on the under. That one was a blowout cash, by the way. A lot of people took Spurs money line. A lot of people lost. I told you guys, just take the under. Don't be stupid. And we locked in and we cashed out. So this was also another play we cashed out, which was a taco play. And if you guys don't know what I mean when I say we take 4-mans on PrizePicks and we win 4-mans on PrizePicks, we're taking a lot of esports plays. It's almost only esports plays because esports is genuinely the bread and butter of this channel, and it is what wins us a crap ton of money. Right here, we're using esports correlation by taking 2 guys on the same team on the over together, or 2 guys on the same team on the under together, and this one paid out I think 9x for us, or maybe 8.5x. I'm not exactly sure. This was a ridiculously profitable slip type. And this is exactly like taking, say, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on the overs together if you think they're going to have a good game, and then taking Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow on the unders together if you think they're going to have a bad game, right? They're obviously not going to push on the under or on the over together the same direction in every single game. But most of the time when Joe Burrow gets, like, say, less than 250 yards or even less than 200 yards, Jamar Chase is likely not going to get to his line. Same thing. Most of the time when Patrick Mahomes has a brilliant game for 300 yards or so, Travis Kelce is likely going to hit his line of 50, 60, 70 yards, whatever it may be. So this is correlation, but done in esports. And guys, it absolutely cooks for us. We cashed out a 4-man here. We cashed another 4-man here, and we were very close to another 4-man cash. If any of these guys just lock in, Insanely had a horrible game, but if these guys just locked in, we would have gotten another 4-man cash. If Zixi, everybody else on his team, by the way, went under. If Zixi went on the under here, we would have cashed out. And then this was another green play that we took. Look at this again. We took the taco play with 2 correlated esports picks, both of them on the same team on the under together, and it greened. So we're going to talk about some of that today. And also in the free picks, by the way, I went live, dropped some free picks for you guys. Also, it was free in the Discord. We cashed this one out. And on the YouTube video, unfortunately, this was the one thing that missed. Literally the only one thing I missed. Mikal Bridges here needed 7 more PRA. It honestly wasn't that close. He did not have a great game. But we smacked Victor Wembanyama on the under. It cashed out. If you took it at 27.5, it even cashed out if you took it at 26.5 after the bump. And we obviously smacked our esports plays too. When it comes to esports, guys, we genuinely do it different. Like, we are so locked in when it comes to esports. Now, to recap some stuff, just looking at the last couple weeks, this was 2 weeks ago, but it says last week, whatever. This is one of our best weeks ever on the VIP. It just shows you guys what can be done when everything goes right for this stuff. It is ridiculously profitable. Made almost 100 units in a single week. And this is what happened this week. We had a little bit of a downtrend here, and a lot of people were talking in the VIP, hating, saying this is not going to work. And I told you guys, trust the process. Then we cashed out 1 4-man today. We cashed out another 4-man today, and we're up 10 units in the week. It's that simple, guys. Just tail the picks, copy the picks. It's not that hard. Now, let's talk about the Discord, because this is where you guys could have gotten this free 3-man that cashed out for us. If you guys are not in the Discord yet, bro, join up. It's 100% free to join. Make sure you guys are locked in. The link is in the comments of this video. I'll just drop it down below. Make sure you guys are locked in, bro. We got over 1,000 people in this Discord, and I send out free picks like here. These were all winners. Cash this one, cash this one, cash this one. Super, super easy. Now, let's get into talking about the first play of the day over on PrizePicks. We're actually going to go ahead and lock in, not these guys. We're going to talk about those guys later. Now for the first play of the day, we're going to go over to PrizePicks, and we're going to start off with the esports because I know that's what you guys want to hear. Real quick though, I'm not going to spend too much time. We're taking Nitro on the over here at 13 headshots. Then we're also taking Grim on the over at 17 headshots. The reason we're taking these guys on the over together is kind of what I talked about earlier, guys. It's correlation. You guys think, when I take Lamar Jackson on the over, right? Do I also take Zay Flowers on the over? Yes, because if Lamar is going to have 250 yards and has a great freaking game, do you think Zay Flowers is only going to end up with 20? I mean, he might, but more likely than not, he's also going to hit his over because there's a lot of yards there. So how does this work in CS2? Well, what happens is in CS2, if it's a very long game, both of these guys will push on the over. Super likely, because in CS2, when it's a longer game, there's going to be more opportunities for kills. And when are the games longer? The games are longer when both teams are very evenly matched, and it's a race to 13 rounds. So if one team gets 13 rounds super fast, that means that they were probably way better than the other team. But if both teams are very even, it's not going to be one team just running away with it and ending the game super fast. And in this case, we have M80 who are minus 147 to win this and NRG who are plus 105. So this is basically like a 53 to 47% chance favorite M80. So it's a super, super close game, literally a coin toss, I'd say. And in this case, we do like Grim and Nitro on the overs because I expect this one to be super close. I expect this one, maybe one of the two maps to even go into overtime, which would mean, you guys know, even in basketball and in football, literally every sport, when it goes into overtime, the overs hit more likely than not because there's more time to rack up stats. It's the same thing in esports. Now, to round out this 3-man, because we're taking the 3-man on PrizePicks, we're going to go ahead and go to the MLB, and we're taking Gasper right here. Mickey Gasper on the over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Baseball, simply, we are just riding the hot hand. Sometimes you got to do this, especially in baseball, I'd say. It's it's one of those sports that works a lot like this. When you're riding the hot hand here, and it's not just how hot he's been in the last few games here. This entire season, which has only been 14 games, I'd say, for him, 86%. 14 games is a pretty big sample size. 86% is absolutely massive, and he's hitting the last 8 as well. So I do like this one a ton. This should be not even a horrendous pitching matchup as well. It's not a great pitching matchup, but it's not a horrendous pitching matchup either. I like Mickey Gasper here to get at least 2 hits, runs, RBIs. This should be pretty sweat free, and he's coming off one where I actually got 4 hits, runs, RBIs just yesterday in this exact, obviously in the same series. But this is going to be a lovely pick. Go ahead and lock this one in. And this is going to round out a 3-man for me. I actually do like taking these as a power play. 3-man power plays on PrizePicks are pretty solid. 5.25x, the reason why it's not your usual 6x is because PrizePicks is noticing some correlation here, and they're actually lowering our payout a little bit because of that. But guys, it's still 100% worth it. The reason they're doing that is because it's a good strategy, like straight up. Like if you took Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on the overs together, they'd probably lower it down to like a 4.5x. This is still profitable though. Lock it in as a 3-man. And now, before I get into my next 2 picks, bro, let's talk about something super, super important. And that's how you guys can make up to 50 bucks for free, genuinely for free, if you just lock in today for the next 5 minutes or so on Underdog Fantasy. When you guys sign up with code BAM on Underdog and you play your first $5, if you're in any of these yellow states, by the way, you're good to go. If you play your first $5, you're going to get $50 in bonus entries. It's that easy. All you got to do is download Underdog Fantasy, sign up with code BAM, you play your first $5 entry, and then $50 will be in your account just like that. So you guys could realistically go on, play your first $5 and get $50 back from that. That's literally a 10x return on investment, and you haven't even risked anything yet. It's really ridiculous how valuable this is, but I'm not just telling you guys to get on because I think you guys can make an extra $50 today. That's obviously good, but the reason why I want you guys to get on here is because of this, bro. Underdog Fantasy, around 3 months ago now, I'd say, changed the entire game. They changed their payouts, so a 2-pick parlay, instead of paying 3x, it pays 3.5x. And that is massive. And a 3-pick parlay, instead of paying 6x, it pays 6.5x. That is very good too, but the 2-pick is ridiculous, guys. If you like 2-mans, if you're like one of those guys who are like, yeah, I just like 2-mans because it's easier to hit, there's still less things that could go on. If I only like 2 picks on the board, I don't want to go find another pick that I don't like. I just want to lock it in as a 2-man. Bro, Underdog Fantasy is the app for you. It's so simple. If you guys are still taking 2-mans on PrizePicks, you are literally running yourself out of the game. Straight up. I did the math, and on Underdog Fantasy, if you guys just win 53.5% of your individual picks, which is like the individual picks, not the entire slip, just each pick, if you win 53.5% of them, you're going to break even. If all you do is play 2-mans. And that's not even accounting the promos and the discounts that they run on the app. Just 53.5%. If you guys run the exact same picks, the exact same slips, the exact same everything on PrizePicks and you run them as two-man, so you have to win at least 57% of your picks. It is just a straight up different game on PrizePicks. It's way harder to profit playing two-mans because two-mans on PrizePicks are straight up the hardest slip type to win in the entire game. It's just not worth it at all. So this is why I'm telling you guys, PrizePicks is good for esports. PrizePicks is great for correlation. PrizePicks are great for all these other things. But for two-mans, they suck. Underdog Fantasy is way better for two-mans. If you like playing two-mans, you got better be on Underdog Fantasy. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of money. So use code BAM, lock in. And if you guys also use code BAM, you can drop a comment down below. Say, yo, I use code BAM, and I'll get you guys on free VIP for 30 days. It's that easy. So lock in Underdog, use code BAM, get your free $50, get your elite two-man payouts, and get 30 days of VIP for free. And all it takes you is literally like 5 minutes. So go ahead and lock it. Now let's get to the last two picks of this video. You guys better believe it's going to be a two-man on Underdog Fantasy. We're taking Byron Buxton here on the under. I'm not sure why that arrow isn't there, but on the under 1.5 total bases. And then Carter Hart here in the NHL. You know, we got to talk about that. On the over at 27.5 saves. This is paying 3.5x on Underdog. When you use code BAM, you can get a sign-up bonus. Let's talk about these picks. Starting off with Byron Buxton on the under at 1.5 total bases. This one right here, he's hitting the under at a 53% rate and at a 7 of the last 10 games, 53% rate on the season, which has been 50 games for him. I do think the under here is definitely the method. I don't think this is going to be a very high scoring game straight up. Like, I just don't see it happening. We can talk about it too much, but I feel like we already been ranting a decent amount this video. So I don't think this one is going to be a very high scoring game at all. And if you just look at the pitching matchup right here, I'll show you guys this. This is literally ideal stuff that you can only see when you use an advanced tool. Right here, Lugo is 22.9% of his pitches are going to this bottom shade right here. Whereas Byron Buxton hates that spot. Genuinely hates that spot. It is one of the worst spots. Actually, it is the worst spot by far. It is the worst spot to throw him a pitch. He does not like getting that at all. He is stone cold is a good thing. He is cold. He is horrible at taking pitches right there. If they're up here, he actually likes it. If they're up in this top right zone, he likes it a lot. But this bottom right zone, he doesn't love. And right here, this is exactly, unfortunately, for right-handed batters, right? Obviously, where Lugo's going to go ahead and pitch the ball a ton. So the matchup, the pitcher-batter matchup doesn't make sense here to take Buxton on the over. I don't think he's going to have a great game. I'm liking on the under at 1.5 bases. Now, let's just test it out real quick. If I were to lock these two picks on PrizePicks, and I say wanted to put $100 on this, right? That's going to pay out $300. And for somebody who doesn't know math or doesn't really, care too much, I'm not going to say you guys don't know math, but you don't really know too much about sports betting or you haven't researched this as much as somebody else has, somebody like me who makes videos about this stuff, fair enough, then you might think that's a decent payout, right? I'm getting 3x my money for something that's technically, 25% chance likely to hit. That sounds all right, right? Obviously, they got to make some money back as the books. It's okay. I'm just going to make $300 if this cashes. But now you guys lock in the exact same two picks on Underdog Fantasy, and they're paying you $350. So that's $50 extra. And guys, you didn't change anything. You aren't risking anything more. You are literally doing nothing different, except for taking it on a different app on your phone. It is that easy. It's like saying, I'm going to go to the gas station and pay $50 extra just because I'm used to this one. Like, what are you even talking about, bro? Gas is gas. Just take it where it's pretty cheap. It makes no sense. You don't manage your gas money that way. Don't manage your sports betting money that way. I talk about this in my Discord. If that makes sense to you, bro, just let me know. If that doesn't make sense, drop a comment down below. I'll help you guys out. But yeah, these are the two picks I like on Underdog Fantasy. If we cash out just one of these slips, by the way, we're profitable. But yeah, this is a slip on Underdog. And then where to go, this is a slip on PrizePicks. So yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all watching the video. 25 likes, and we're going to do another bonus pick in tomorrow's video. But yeah, let's make some money on the NHL, MLB, and Esports on Thursday. Let's get it, guys.